Back to the Reporters Roundtable with Hassan Giordano. I'm joined by none other than the chair of Maryland's Legislative Black Caucus and the senator from the 40th District, Senator Catherine Pugh. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Do I still have a voice?
You're there, you know, and I want the audience to know that she's tired, she's strained. It's been a wonderful weekend. I've been there since the beginning.
Extremely.
How do you feel thus far?
Oh, just great. From Thursday morning prayer breakfast that was sold out, to the great speakers, to the pastors from across the state, to 550 students who joined us for their own summit in Annapolis, to the numerous community groups and organizations who attended our advocacy day, to the 140 money managers who came from across the state to talk with us about diversifying our portfolio, our pension fund portfolio, to the hundreds of people who came out to workshops on yesterday. And as you well know, I don't think we could have had a better business over breakfast with Ed Gordon and just some wonderful business leaders. And I'm just looking forward to this evening, to the job fair, and this afternoon to the conversations with the past chairs of the Legislative Black Caucus. This has been a tremendous learning experience. Doris Bennett, my executive director, and I have slept maybe 2 hours this entire weekend because we believe in dotting every I and crossing every T so that we can bring to our community what we consider to be a program of excellence.
Yeah, and it has been, I must say, that I've been involved with and been an attendee of plenty of Black Caucus weekends over the past decade. And there's nowhere ever have I seen this much of a turnout, this much of an excellent program. I was always charged with organizing the young people to bring them. I've never seen over 500 young people from all over the state, you know, being addressed by people like Conan from 92Q, but they were dealing with a whole array of issues.
I mean, just like this whole social networking, bullying, you know, how to get to college, what do I do if I don't want to go to college? It just was excellent, excellent.
Now, one thing, I was at the breakfast. You're dealing with financial literacy, and finance is your big thing for this weekend. And the pastor from Jersey said it best when he said that it's almost synonymous to racial equality in the African American community. Why did you choose to deal with financial literacy in this particular weekend?
Well, it's been all about wealth building in our community, and we happen to be African Americans in the state of Maryland, happen to be 1/3 of the population. So can you imagine if that large amount of people were sinking and something wasn't being done about it? What kind of impact that has on the state and its economy? So what we're talking about is how do we grow wealth in our community, deal with poverty, but more importantly, how do we move our community forward? So these were lessons in terms of how do you get there? What do you need? I mean, wealth means different things to different people. I say liabilities minus from assets equals your retained earnings and owner's equity. So you want to make sure that your liabilities don't exceed your assets. We're talking about don't spend beyond your means. Live within your means and grow to what you want to be. And not just in terms of a business opportunity, but in terms of your own personal development. So that's what this weekend has been about. Let's shape the thinking, not just for us adults, but for our young people. Let's help them get on the right path. You know, there are colleges and universities in this country that will open the doors and let us in free. I'm talking about major colleges and universities, and we're not taking advantage of it. We're in a state that has major black colleges, black universities, as well as other colleges and universities. Harvard University, if you got the grades, you can go for free if you take the time to learn about the opportunity and get involved. So this is all about the future. And that's why it was important to me to assimilate young people from across the state, because people always want to talk about what young people aren't doing. And I'm saying that young people are really doing, we're just not paying enough attention to what they want to do and what they're doing. But if we do, I believe that we have an improved future.
Absolutely, and we've been covering it for the Reporters Roundtable for the Examiner the entire weekend. Tonight, you have the actor, the comedian, the entertainer, Anthony Anderson will be in the house at the dinner tonight. I want to follow up the last question, kind of off subject, but however, you are the unannounced front runner for mayor of the city of Baltimore in next year's mayoral election. do you see that as a possibility for you to run? Because most people are saying that you are the front runner to the incumbent mayor now, Stephanie Rawlings-Blake.
Let me just say this. All things are possible. Nothing's off the table. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I can be U.S. Senate, President, Governor. I can be whatever it is Catherine Pugh wants to be. But I've got a real strong agenda for the Legislative Black Caucus this year, and that is to make sure that we are getting what we should be getting in this state of Maryland. And as I continue to say, we are 1/3 of the population of the state. We ought to be 1/3 of the wealth. That's going to be my focus till I get out of session, and then we'll take it from there.
Senator Catherine Pugh, thank you so much.